Hey, welcome to Ice Age TV. What are we doing now? We got a whole pack of dogs. A 4-pack? Do we have the 6-pack? You know what? Got a 6-pack addiction. I mean, I do. I got a 6-pack addiction. I can't even speak. Right, I'm so addicted to the 6-pack. See what that is? No, I'm talking about the dogs. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Where's number 6? Oh, wow. Hey, what do you think we're doing? Everybody watched my channel. Have I lost it? I think I have probably lost it. It's been a stressful time here in Ice Age TV, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go buy another car. What number will that be, right? So stay tuned for the Iceman is still on the page to get yet another car before the year gets out. Can I pull it off? What am I? Stay tuned in the adventures on Ice Age TV. Well, hello, little babies. Oh, these guys are going to fall backwards. You little stinker, don't do that. Don't do that, little stinker. Hi here. Hi, little buddy. Got their leashes? Yep. And we got water. And we got food, right? Yes. Okay, good deal. Okay, buddy. Move on over. Daddy's got to get in. And the adventure begins. We got a long drive. Here's your water.
Look at my babies.
And is my phone connected? You even know. So now we're gonna go to White Marsh. All right. It's a road trip. We realistically have about an hour and a half drive. Wow. Yeah, it's a long way away, but you know what? It's the danger. The danger is if I find the right guy in finance in the right dealership, then that guy becomes very dangerous because they get deals done that nobody else can get done. So I mean, even for me, those watch my channel, I'm stumped. Even for me, if I was you on the other end of this camera, like this guy's just all out of control. Grab him, get the white jackets out. I mean, I get it, but point is, this is just something that stumbled upon my thought of yet another vehicle, but it's a pretty cool vehicle. And
I think it's definitely for me.
Yeah, it's got a real unique flavor of a color. So I think it's more of a female color car. Not saying that guys wouldn't want it, but it's the EV generation. EV generation, yes it is. So what are we gonna do? We are heading to look at the Chevy Blazer EV Edition RS package. And there's huge discounts on it that's making it very attractive. And, I mean, I'm not embellishing here. I just got approved for a 3.9% 60-month deal, which is phenomenal for what all the crap I'm going through if you were to watch my channel. So that's what's going on. We're driving to White Marsh, Maryland, the Koons Chevrolet. Koons Chevrolet of White Marsh, Maryland. We're driving up there to pick up the Chevy Blazer EV, which came out in 2024, I believe. And I've never even driven one, but this thing has a big-ass battery pack on, like 101 kilowatt. It has like a 330-mile range in perfect condition. So it's definitely going to be a 270, 280-mile highway vehicle, no doubt in my mind. On the back roads, everything else, city driving, for sure 300. So that's what we're up to. And I'm sure some people are like, are you nuts? Yeah. But the daughter's actually excited. Are you excited?
Yes.
And the interesting thing is she's been driving around in my Ford F-150 Lightning truck working for me. And I just feel like this would be a little better package for her to run around and do more basic things. And Brian's still in the F-150 Lightning truck, and I still have one. So I'm on the EV page. I know some people are like, oh my God. I said, nah, you know, the EV growth is not slowing down. So we're now at a 35% growth rate of EV sales from just 1 year ago. And the reason is because the dealers and the manufacturers are getting much more aggressive to price these EVs within hand's grasp. You'll buy one. And my daughter would tell you, working on an F-150 Lightning truck, do you like that?
I love it.
I mean, it really is nice.
It's just the turning radius is terrible.
Right. Oh man, that sucks. Well, there goes all my ice and water that I had in my nice cup here, which as I was going down the road, that was a mistake.
What were
It's
you
a good
gonna
thing.
put in there?
I wasn't gonna put my water in there. It's not a big deal, but it's not a big deal. It's all in rubber mats. So as the ice melts, we'll just have to let it melt. But yeah, the EV trend is growing. It's not going to go away. Anybody thinks here that this EV thing's in it, Trump isn't going to shut it down. I can guarantee you, with Elon Musk now really being his right hand man, I can assure you that Elon Musk is going to be whispering in his ear that Elon Musk will be like the radical deadlines kind of need to be adjusted. But I can assure you, Elon Musk's like, Mr. Trump, you don't want to just reinvent the wheel again as we're transitioning away from having, we're transitioning more into renewable energies and slowly transition away from the ice. And like I said, slowly. So I think that Elon Musk will probably will surprise people that Trump probably won't be as radical as so many think, that he's just going to pull the plug. He's not going to do it. He'd be foolish to do that because so much infrastructure is already being built out. I think he's going to be more an agenda that we don't need to have these radical deadlines, and let the consumers start making the decisions and not the government. So there you go. There's the big shebang, everybody. So stay tuned.
It's okay, baby.
For the
hey,
wow.
I want to show you my new puppy.
They know all about it. So the big wow will be when I get there to see if it's his vehicle. I've had the Ford Mustang Mach-E's, and those were nice cars. I mean, they were very pricey, so it's incredible how I'm getting this vehicle for basically $30,000 less. I'm not embellishing. They're discounting the hell out of this thing, and I get so many rebates on it that I'm going to be saving conservative, I'm going to say 15 grand, if not 20 grand, off the price of this vehicle. That's the only reason I'm doing it, because it's a hell of a deal. It's a hell of a rebate, and they want to move it, and you got tax incentives. And I get a Costco incentive. And get this, since I'm a Costco member, I get a $1,000 rebate. Since I've owned a different brand product than GM and I bring a registration to show I do, I get a $1,500 rebate.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So this is, and they're going to give me $7,500 off, and they're taking like $5 grand off the vehicle. So at the end of the day, you're talking 12.5, and then you're talking, let's see, 13, 14, 15 grand off. 15 grand off.
Are they doing this because they aren't selling?
Well, sure. That's the thing. They're having to ramp up discounts, get these things more affordable.
The mailman.
Make them more affordable within hands reach that people think that they're worth getting. But here's the thing. We haven't driven the vehicle. The kid hasn't seen the vehicle in person. And it's
I just know I love this color, to be honest.
It's a really cool looking vehicle. Now, I did look at the Hyundai. I get this cup down here. This shouldn't be a problem. Hold on.
Keystone Bridge.
The Key Bridge is over there, and you can see how it is split in half. You see it?
Oh, yeah.
So, yep, sad story, but the port is open, and here we are in beautiful Baltimore. Beautiful day. It's just beautiful. As we head to Coons, Chevy White Marsh, third purchase of the year.
From them?
Yeah. Hard to believe, isn't it? Look at that over there. Those vehicles that are where are they being taken to?
The harbor.
Well, those vehicles were all brought in.
Yeah.
So, here we go into the tunnel. Puppies. They're definitely truck riding dogs, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're getting to see a lot of sights already, being little puppies.
Yeah.
We got the 6-pack. Hey, so Chevy Blaze,
What are you talking about, six-pack?
we got a 6-pack.
What?
Dogs.
Oh,
Did you ever think of that?
no.
Or the 6-pack family. So the Blazer, when I was growing up, and I was a
Oh,
young
I
kid,
love this Chevy Blazer from the 80s.
70s,
Yeah.
late 60s.
Yeah.
That was one I always wanted to have. And it's interesting how they took that big Chevy Blazer name and they changed the Blazer into the Tahoe name and the Yukon name. And they took the Blazer name and made it into the smaller platform, mid-size SUV.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Well, a few years ago, in the Blazer, back in 2019, I drove one from Florida back
I was
home.
with you.
And I was really impressed at how nice that Blazer was. And it wasn't a fancy Blazer. But I was so close to back in like 2019, 2020, of maybe buying an RS Blazer. So, it's come full circle on the Chevy side. We're right around the corner, so we're not too far away now. All the puppies here are hanging out in the front with us. Right? Yeah. Focus on the drive in here. Oh, you've seen this scenery a few times, would be my guess. As we come up here to the Chevy dealer, it's incredible how I get these relationships. Can I get them in my own backyard? Sometimes, but it seems like most of the time, not so much. I got to drive way up the road to get deals done. You know, I looked at the Hyundai Ioniq 5. I don't know. I mean, I tried to kind of see if I get a deal there, but that wasn't going to go anywhere. But I don't know. I'm not so. I like how this vehicle has a bigger battery pack. And I mean, for Julia, she likes to look for the Blazer better. Now, in person, that could be a different story. But it's so funny. The guy that sold me the Chevys, the Colorado and the Bison, he's gone. But look at all the trucks. So he's here. Does this tell you what's going on? Yeah. Has the car industry totally gone the other way? It has.
What do you mean?
Oh, they look at the inventory. They just, people aren't buying stuff. It's a whole new world. It isn't what it was. That'd be funny if that had been my Corvette right there. So I mean, sincerely, the days of the and so there's some other Blazers right there. You see that Blazer blue one? Mm-hmm. But those don't have a big discount on it. So that's the way the vehicle's going to look. Mm-hmm. Now, the question is, where did he? It's Eric who we're dealing with. So where did Eric put it? Okay. But it's incredible on how, in one way, these places don't have anybody here buying cars up. But on the other hand, you can't.
I like the way the vehicle looks, to be honest.
Yeah, but on the other hand, you can't find a parking spot.
Because they have too much inventory.
Yeah, I think it's inventory. I think it's employees. I think it's service. I just think there's a lot of things going on. So every time we come here, we've parked down here. But the parking's so tight. I don't like it. I mean, where his truck is.
You're going to get stuck.
It isn't so much that, but I guess we could back in there. It's a lot of truck.
I would just pull along those. Like, you know what I mean?
I think we should pull on right here.
Yeah.
I think we should park parallel right here. There you go. I like that idea. Okay. So now, we gotta get the leashes on and the adventure begins.
I'm not comfortable with the puppies walking on the ground, so we're gonna have to carry them.
What? Are you kidding me?
What? These are my babies.
That's funny. That's not even the Blazer. It just shows you how yeah, what am I looking at? I have no idea. Where am I walking in? I have no idea. How do I get in this place? We're gonna find out. Hey there, how you doing? Hey, is Eric here?
Eric?
Yep.
Which one?
I have no idea. You Eric?
Yep.
I'm Gary.
How are you?
Hey, I've got a YouTube channel if you don't mind. So I've been here before a few times. Where is the vehicle?
Right on the side of the building. Let me grab the keys.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk around real quick and I'll meet you over there. So there you go. So here is, that's so funny. That isn't it. All right. All right, so it's on the charging dock. charging port. He's going to give me an extra 50 miles so I can just barely get home. So we can have a true story of the electric vehicle paranoia where your range anxiety sets in quickly. Take you in right from the get-go. They give you a car that has barely enough range to get home. That way you're trained right out of the gate, right? There you go. Yeah. So, and you're in probably the 220, 240 is my guess. So this is it right here. That's so interesting. I used to do that years ago. I used to pump oil. So here it is. So that's so interesting on the color. With it being not in the sunlight, that's a cool color. I like that color. I'm amazed people haven't, but you know, it's definitely a lady's car. It's a lady's car. I mean now, not much to kind of like the new agenda style, I guess, right? So here we go. First view, first look. How does the interior look? Yeah, I kind of thought it would be that type of interior. Right here. Yeah, nice. It's bigger than you think. It's pretty good size. All season tires. Does this have the kick? You kick it. Okay, so here is the back, which is typical. Nice, good size there. Oh, he is on the supercharger. That's pretty cool. And nice in the back seat here, getting the back. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's rather impressive. Very impressive. And the headroom. That's pretty impressive for the headroom and the room. Yeah. Wow. Now the big wig. That's pretty cool on how that charges there. Then to get in and out, power seats. I like that. And then just push the button right here.
Put your foot on the brake.
Yep. Is it okay doing charging?
Yep.
Okay. So is this it here? Where do we push the button? Get out of here.
It's already turned on.
Did I do it by hitting that?
No. As soon as you put your foot on the brake.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
So how do you turn it off? Put your foot on the brake?
Nope, right here.
Get out. So this is kind of freaky though, because the car loses electronics, you're done. Which
Yeah.
I've had that happen.
So now it's off.
So you just put your foot on the brake.
It's off.
Wow,
on.
that is so cool. Well, that's so cool, man. That is really nice. Oh my
Wireless
goodness.
phone charger.
Oh, nice. And your little hideaway park compartment, nice. The only downside to this car is no Apple Play.
No Apple CarPlay.
Can you do it? Can you
have to
outsmart
download
it?
apps. No, you have to download apps to your car, like Google,
Okay, so you can download the Apple app or just the Waze.
like Spotify, Waze. You download.
But you're not going to look at your messaging though.
Right.
How do you get your messaging through your phone?
You won't be able to.
Oh my gosh, why are they doing that? See,
I don't know.
I read about this. General Motors. Yeah, taking a bug.
Go ahead, you do it.
So I read about General Motors taking a position. They're sick of the complaining that they're the problem. That's so funny. Okay, turned it off. I thought I turned it off. Vehicle off. Okay, there it is. So General Motors' position is they're sick of hearing that they're the problem. That because people complain how their phones connect the connectivity, and they say it's Apple's problem. To the point they are like, we're out. We're not going to support Apple anymore because we're tired of arguing with our customers about the connectivity. So that's what I've been told. But at the same time, all the other people out there can see, like the Hyundai Ioniq 5. Would that be the competitor to this kind of, or is it a little smaller?
Smaller.
So it'd be the Equinox or something, or which is bigger, this or the Equinox?
This one.
Blazer is
The
smaller
Blazer.
than the Equinox.
No, Blazer is bigger than the Equinox.
So the Equinox should be the Hyundai Ioniq 5 then.
Competitor.
Right. Okay, that's interesting to know. Wow. All right, so we have plenty here. So can we? Well, we just want to leave it here right now, but I want to test drive it though, right?
We could take it for a test drive.
Okay.
I can get a dealer tag.
Okay. So you want to drive up front, and I'll just meet you up front.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll
Yeah.
let you get unplugged and everything else. I'm doing it.
Nowadays, so they have this one.
Yeah.
They've got some really nice blue colors now.
I really like this color. It really is cool. It wouldn't meet my flavor for me driving every day, but I do like it. So here's what's going on right now. I'm learning that the current charging system I have at home for my Ford truck, I need an adapter plug to make it work. Or if I just want to buy a whole new different charging system, I can do
You
that.
can get a whole new wall box.
Right. So, but here's what the gentleman here is showing. This gentleman here actually follows my channel, which is pretty cool. And he's sharing with me that what comes in the box and what I get. So I'm going to get a 220 setup out of the box or 120.
So you get both, actually.
Well, that's
So you
just
get
like
heads
Ford
for
does.
both. Yeah.
Okay,
So this is all your cable with your traditional CCS plug.
Awesome.
And then you have your 2 ports. You got your regular plug and your 240, 220.
Right.
Yep.
And so I'll just be able to take my other one off and put that there. Or years ago, I bought the Tesla adapter back from my Mach-E's and my Lightnings like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was the same
But-
idea. They used to use CCS.
Right, but not knowing that Elon Musk and the East Coast hadn't opened up yet.
The
So
network,
I got suckered in and spent like $300 on an adapter for the Ford Mustang Mach-E for him. Only to realize after I bought it that it's the West Coast that's getting access to the
they're the
East
only
Coast not.
ones. Yeah.
I was like, oh, that was a great idea. So, and I tried it. I did go to Tesla, but it's silly. It has to talk to the car. If you don't have an account, you're dead in the water.
So now you can charge these. We do have access to the Tesla network now.
Yeah,
From GM, they just
right.
released it. It's all through your My Chevrolet app.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
You can pay for it, activate it. Everything
Right.
you do in the Tesla app for a Tesla,
Right.
you do it in a GM in our Chevy app.
Okay, so what's the frunk? Can we see the frunk? There is no frunk. Really? So this is so interesting because my Ford Mustang Mach-E had a frunk. It had like a pocket. Wow. So what is that all about? What do you think? Why did Ford do the little,
The frunk.
the frunk to put all your beer or ice cold, whatever you want to do, your party stuff? And it's so interesting that they didn't go that direction.
Yeah, we have a full useful front in the brand new Silverado EV.
Yeah.
But in this one and in the Equinox EV, there is no front.
So 2024 is the first year out with this, correct?
For the Blazer, yeah.
Right.
Blazer and the Equinox, yeah.
Right. And so for 2025, anything radically changed? I don't think it did really.
Nothing radically changed.
Right, just little improvements, upgrades. This is a 101 kilowatt battery, correct? 330 mile range, perfect environment.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
So this would probably be on the highway about a 270. That would be my guess. Yeah. I think my daughter here is looking for me.
280?
So here's my daughter right here. So, hey, come on up front. We're right here in front of the building.
Where are you?
Right here in front of the building. Just come up here.
Oh, I just fed the dogs and gave them water.
Okay, well, just so you know, we're right here in front of the building when you drove by, the main entrance. The car's sitting out front. This thing is so cool. You should come check it out.
Okay, I'm just gonna let the puppies pee and I'm coming.
Okay, bye-bye. So, I'm over there with my Chevy Bison. This is the third purchase from you guys this year,
Yep.
Wow.
which is pretty incredible. All right, so now, I love how this has all-season tires. Because it makes no sense they bring these high-performance cars out in EVs, and you're like I had the Mach-E GT Premium, and those all had summer performance tires. So even if it's all-wheel drive, it's worthless in the winter months if it snows.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe that, well, just go drive on a snowy day with just an inch of snow with summer performance tires, see how it goes. Well, you're not going to go very far. So now, as far as the vehicle, is it one pedal driving? Do you have the one pedal?
We do.
You know,
You can turn that on and off.
Yeah.
okay, I love that. Should we move his car up a little bit so Sadie can get out? I would. She needs some help. She could have just gone straight forward in all reality. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna go. All right, you got it. So, okay, good. One pedal driving. So is this competing against the Ford Mustang Mach-E?
Yes.
So that's
This
the direct
and,
competitor.
this and the Equinox. They're kind of
And-
all in that mid-sized
and
SUV.
3 Series in the 3 Series Tesla. Is that about right?
Yeah, the model maybe it's kind of closer to the Model Y. It's
Okay,
like a
Model Y then.
Mid-sized kind of SUV.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Does this have highway cruise? What is it called? What's the Chevy GM Cruise?
Super Cruise.
Supers. Does this have that?
This does not have Super Cruise.
Does it? But is that even available on the Blazer? Do you even know?
It is available on the Blazer.
So it's
yes.
probably another $5,000 or something like that.
Yeah, it's a full system. It's got an extra couple of features that come along with it.
Okay.
And it requires the subscription to OnStar.
Right,
and
right,
things
right.
Like that as well.
But it has adaptive
So,
cruise.
yes,
And
it
here's
does.
my daughter with our brand new little puppies. Yeah, come over here, Julie. Come over here. Look at the color. It has like a. Is that? Do you like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that is so cool.
Isn't that so? I mean, definitely a lady's car. Definitely the color flare.
It's
Okay, so
perfect for work.
what I want us to do is let my daughter drive this because this is more about my daughter than me. So she can. Did you bring your license?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay, good. So you're gonna have to give him a license, right and wrong,
Yeah.
and I can hold the dog, so I go do that, and then we'll go take a test drive. And I'll sit in the back or whatever, and I'll do some video if you don't mind.
That's fine.
And I got a clean channel. If you watch my channel, it's a very clean channel. Yeah,
Absolutely.
so I'm not intruding into other people's space. Come on, Pops, watch out, Julia. So get them over here, and we'll. All right. So now the dogs get yet another ride. Come on, Pops. Come on, babies. So you're gonna get in the driver's seat, and you're gonna drive the car. We get in front here. I just grab them, baby. Just grab them because there's gonna be a car coming through here. It's too much traffic. Just grab them and throw them in. There you go. That little boy, he's always the one that wants to be the troublemaker. So, I think what I'll do, you know what, I'll sit in the back, Julie. That way the guy,
I want you to sit over.
no, because let the guy tell you how to drive the car. Because I can take care of dogs in the back.